I'm Shoestring Jane. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 8 of Vlogmas. So today I've just been getting stuff ready for my book group buffet and party. We've been for a nice walk and I'm just cozying up now because it is very cold. It's very cold. Let me show you this. Obviously I've got my lovely candles here, but this is a new one and I admit I treated myself to this. Was an indulgence. Isn't it beautiful? It's an M&S one, LED light up scented candle. It's neroli, lime and bergamot. And I just thought, oh, I never buy myself things like this. I hope someone else is going to buy them for me. But I thought I'm just going to treat myself because I've got my little candles going. I'm really enjoying that kind of little herga vibe and cozying up for Christmas. So I thought, why not? I never do that. Why not? Anyway, it's day 8. I've got to open day 8 of my Advent of Change calendar and see which charity I am supporting today. Where is day 8? Oh, here it is. So today it is 52 Lives. I've not heard of that one. 52 Lives. Changing lives every week. Today you have provided comfort to an elderly person with a blanket to keep them warm and a kind message to keep them smiling. So many charities. There's so many good charities about, aren't there? Anyway, without further ado, we'll get into the video, but I should just say that I filmed myself making my contribution to the buffet and just a big chunk of it I didn't film. I thought I turned it on and it seems that I turned it off. So we've got a nice film of just my hand going like this. So I did actually make some Emmental crisps, or crackers, which is just basically bits of Emmental, slices, I buy it ready sliced, chopped up into 4 and baked in the oven for 15 minutes, 180. I've done them loads of times. You might not have seen them on this channel before, but there is they do appear at the end and you might wonder why. Anyway, onwards and upwards, here we go. Dumpling. How extravagant is that? We got a cup of tea and we came back to bed, didn't we, Archie? I got quite a lot of things to do today. I did a big shop yesterday in Aldi while Archie was having his groom. Really big shop, actually. I got as much of the Christmas kind of dry stuff, not dry stuff, but stuff that could go in the freezer or was long lasting in the fridge or didn't need to go in either. You having a good itch? Is that the grooming spray they put on you, making your ears itch? So I got as much of that as possible. So really, I still need to get some bits and pieces at the last minute. Obviously, it's far too early to get things like Christmas veg right now. Yeah, so I've done most of the shopping anyway. Today on my list, I've got quite a lot of things. The first thing I'm going to do is get up and do some yoga because I feel a bit achy and I didn't do any yesterday. So do some yoga stretching, have a quick bath, pack my post. I'll take Archie out and we'll have a nice walk. It's nice and sunny. It looks sunny now and very icy. So we'll have a little walk. Then I'll leg it around to the post office with my wrapped post. I would like to do my Christmas cards. I haven't written my Christmas cards out yet. I don't do many Christmas cards now. I tend to send people a text or an email or see them in person. I don't do hundreds of Christmas cards. I just decided it was a bit of a waste, really, waste of paper. But there are 1 or 2 people, particularly older relatives, who I do like to send a card to and just to catch up with and write a little letter. So I would like to do that. I've got to make my contribution for the buffet. I'm going to do that today. And what else have I got to do? Oh yeah, I'm going to make some soup if I get time. And finally, actually I have to do this quite early in the day or I'll run out of time. I need to do it while the light is good. Photograph and list the bits of clothing that have got to be done pre-Christmas. It's really already a bit late. And that's one thing I've noticed about doing Vlogmas, is that it is a time commitment. So I'm having to be really on it in order to make enough, to record enough and edit the videos each day. So it is a time commitment. So I mean, hats off to those vloggers who do most days throughout the year. I don't know how they get the time. Perhaps they don't really edit it, or I'm thinking prime of midlife. She does a video practically every night after work. And I just think I wouldn't have enough to say. But although she doesn't make it fancy, it tends to be her standing, chatting in her kitchen. You're thinking about thoughts and it's quite political. It's still an effort required, you know, and it's still a commitment. So, you know, kudos to her and people like her. Anyway, I'm going to drink my tea, see if I've got any offers to send out on eBay or Vinted, and then get myself up and moving. Hello, much. Let's hope it's not too wet up here. I was going to go the other way, but it's just puddles right across the path. So although my boots are waterproof, I still don't want them to get them that sodden. Come on then, let's go. It's a lovely day. Pavements were very icy, but it's all melted here already. Oh, it's very looking mucky up here as well. But this is the track that the cows come down, so it does get a bit churned up. Come on, Arch. It's a shame to get you all mucky again when you're all nice and clean, wouldn't it? Got to sniff every bit. Come on, Arch, let's go. What a beautiful morning. It really is. Stunning. No sign of the cows today. Might be right up the other end. There's the estuary again. I had planned to go down to the quay, but I came the wrong way and it's just... You just couldn't get down there at all. Come on, Hutch. Can't get this boy to move today. He just wants to sniff at every little blade of grass. Can't remember if I told you this or not, but one of the things we decided to do for the book group party is to have a kind of secret Santa where we each bring one of our old books. So it could be just a book you don't read, or it could be one you've picked up second hand. But obviously it doesn't have to cost you any money. Just something you think might appeal to someone in the group. So it's not costing us anything, and we're not particularly picking anybody's name out, so we'll just put them in a heap and everybody gets to choose one. So it should be a bit of fun. I'm thinking I might try and put together a little bookie quiz if I get time this afternoon, but I just don't know if I'm going to get time. There's a lot to do. But we'll see. There's always so much to do, isn't there? I wonder how I ever got everything done when my kids were small. You know, if you've got children at school now, you'll know there's one thing after the other. There's so many school events and so many kind of parties and pantos and activities. Oh, there's a car coming. Let's get this boy out of the way. I don't think I'm more morbid to love an old cemetery. Love this one. They do remind you of your own mortality, and make you realise you need to make the best of your life while you've got it, and to appreciate your older relatives too. But it's also, I don't know, I feel like there's always a peace, especially in this really old one. It's so lovely, especially on a sunny day. It's full of wildlife. We're going this way, Arch. Come on, this way. This way. I don't always let him come in here because he's come out of here with a couple of ticks, but he's got very short hair today, so he should be okay. Right, so I'm all set to make my offering for my book group party. I've got puff pastry that I bought yesterday in Aldi, cheese, spring onions, an egg just for the egg wash on top of the pastry, and some baking potatoes. So it couldn't be easier, this. I'm going to get on and make it now. Ew, Aldi, I'm not impressed by one of my baking potatoes looking like this. Yuck. That one's going in the compost. I have the potatoes cubed and boiling just until they're tender. Now I'm going to chop up the spring onions and grate the cheese. So it says it needs a whole bunch of spring onions. I think it's going to be too many. I'm actually saving the ends because I'm also going to make a salad and I needed chives. And they didn't have any chives in Aldi. So I thought, well, okay, that's fine. I don't think I need all these onions anyway. So if I just save the greenery, I can use that for chives tomorrow. There's my chives. Yeah, I wasn't that impressed with the potatoes. That they were kind of black anyway. Generally, they weren't looking that good, but I've managed to salvage enough to make this recipe. I've got a few left over, but I won't use them for baking because you can't see what they're like inside, and you could bake them and they'll be absolutely horrible. So I might have to use them for mash or something. It's such a lovely walk this morning, me and Archie. It was such a beautiful day, and although it was absolutely icy, everything was frozen when we woke up. Within a very short time, when we got out, we left the house about 9 o'clock, everything had kind of melted, apart from the pavements were just a little bit icy. Thank goodness I've got my new boots with grip on. Thank heavens for that. So for someone who isn't eating carbs and doesn't eat onions, I'm making a really silly thing, aren't I? But I just thought it'd be something good for the party. Something nice and easy. Like that little lot can go in the compost. God, my eyes are stinging. They're only spring onions, but they're strong enough. Oh, that roast just gone. Well, my knife skills are not that of a chef. Gordon Ramsay would be appalled. Okay, that's that. Let's grate the cheese up next. This requires a really large piece of cheese. So about a third of it has got to be cubed, and the other 2/3 should be grated. I think I'm going to have too much filling because the pastry, I didn't buy quite enough pastry. I should have probably bought 2 blocks of the pastry, so I'll probably have leftover filling, but that's all right. I'll use it for something else. That'd be nice in a jacket potato, actually. This is the extra mature cheddar from Aldi. I like a nice strong cheddar. I don't like mild cheddar. Although I do like mild cheese because I like Emmental and those kind of cheeses. And they're kind of nutty, aren't they? They're not strong like cheddar. They're quite sort of subtle really, but I love those cheeses. In fact, I'm going to make, when I put the oven on for this, I will make some of the cheese crackers with some Emmental. Well, there's no heating on here, but this is warming up. I've got a really, really warm cardigan on as well. So it's a tatty old cardigan, but it's so warm. It's great for just being around the house. I woke up this morning and I thought, you know, it's chilly, but I'm not that cold. I had fleecy pyjamas on and a fleecy dressing gown. My daughter didn't come here to work today, which is just as well because she's the one that really feels the cold more than I do. And on the basis that it's quite boring watching somebody grate cheese, I will grate the rest off camera. Annoyingly, as I was filming, I filmed all of this, I thought. I filmed myself rolling this out, filling it, pinching it all together, egg washing it, and then I just realised that I had to turn the video off when I thought I was filming and on when I stopped filming, which is definitely not the right way around to do it. Anyway, it's done. So it's on the biggest tray I've got. I had ready rolled pastry, so I just rolled it slightly bigger because it wasn't really wide enough. So I made it slightly wider, and I've got my biggest tray because it is quite big. I've used probably, I don't know, most of the filling. There is a little bit of filling left, so I've used most of the filling. And I egg washed the underneath, and now I've egg washed on top, and that's going to go into the oven, which is just gently warming. It just beeped actually, which means it's hot enough. That goes in for 30 minutes. Okay, this looks rustic in the extreme. I'm sure it'll be very nice. It smells delicious. And there's my crisps. So both just cooling down. I'm also going to make a Stilton apple and walnut salad to take with me as well. But obviously can't do that until the last minute, otherwise the apples will go brown. So while I've been cooking, Archie has thrown everything on the floor, everything, and turned the TV on. Good one, Arch. So that's today's contribution. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and do subscribe so you know next time I publish something, and you know at the moment it'll be every day. I hope your Christmas arrangements are going to plan. If you're not doing Christmas, I hope you're enjoying a cosy time indoors. If you're kind of struggling to work, I've honestly, I don't know how, I said in my video, I don't know how people work full time and sort out children and Christmas stuff and make Christmas arrangements. So hats off to you if that's what you're doing. Anyway, hope to see you tomorrow. Bye for now.